Coming right up. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in. GA.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the 5. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Kicks it out to McCollum. Clock at 6. Back to Lillard. Over onto Kumbo. Lillard misses.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Holiday dishes to Lopez. Back to Holiday. The Bucks working the ball around. Bucks at 5 from 18. Lopez, no luck. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Stolen by Holiday. Fast break, Milwaukee. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Offline with his 3. And here's Portland. Covington kicks to Lillard. Nurkic against DiVincenzo. Hits. Count that one from Nurkic.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
Now here is Holiday. Back to Giannis. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
When he's on the floor, Antetokounmpo makes good things happen inside. I mean, he's got so much size and skill, a lot for the defense to try to contend with.
Here's McCollum. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Lets it go from deep. The offensive rebound.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Holiday with it. Pulls from the top of the key. Rebound by Nurkic. For Portland, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Lillard outside. And Nurkic with the basket on the assist by Lillard. Nurkic has got 6.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man. Puts a lot of zip on his passes, and He knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Here's Giannis. Arm's length from the hoop. He knocks it down. Giannis has got his second basket.
You know, there's really nothing you can do defensively. Giannis Antetokounmpo is just a long, wily, strong, attacking, skilled player.
McCollum against DiVincenzo. Here's Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot, and you know you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
The putback, it's good on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else's.
Lillard. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
Antetokounmpo finds Lopez. For 3, Middleton. No good. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Holiday goes in, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
Nice awareness from the young forward. Giannis Antetokounmpo showing he wants to work it to his guys.
Here is Lillard. 4 seconds left, and the layup is good. Lillard's got 6.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket.
He made it! He caught it!
Big time!
Wow!
OMG, that's how you sign.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Trailblazers lead by 1. From Portland, we're back.
Being able to go through adversity and come up.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Blazers.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
Anthony out there with Derek Jones. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with.
A rare rejection that time from Tucker, using that long reach, though, and times it perfectly.
Forbes can't get it to go. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. They trail by 1.
And that corner 3, a cornerstone of P.J. Tucker's game. Takes and makes them as much as anybody in the league.
And Greg, how about this little factoid? Back at the University of Texas, he only shot 4 triples in 3 seasons. Floor spacing was not a part of his game. It was about getting that thing in the paint. But to his credit, and it's an example for all young players, through hard work, that short corner has become his bread and butter shot. Talk about a total transformation from no threes to being a dead-eye corner 3 shooter.
Simons surveying the D. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Anthony, the pass to Simons. Kanter, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And usually amongst the leaders, in the offensive rebound rate. Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
T kicks it to Tucker. Pass to Noro. Here is Forbes. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And the Trailblazers making a change here. McCollum's checked in. Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. Pat Connaughton comes in for T. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Portland again missing. The Bucks trail. Here's Connaughton. Here's Portis. Sweet move. And Jones sends it back. And now Portland on the break. Now the pass to Simons. And Middleton with the block.
Boy, the defensive hustle there by Middleton. Stretching out and getting his hand on that shot. Excellent effort.
Count it. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Forbes the pass to Portis. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And Jones has it in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Bucks trail by 3. Connaughton passes to Tucker. Here's Portis. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Boy, Tucker ever unselfish in how he goes about his game. Nice job finding his teammate there.
Pass to McCollum. Takes the 3. They get it back. The shot's good from Cantor. Cantor's got his second bucket.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Here is Forbes. He is guarded by McCollum. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Forbes. 51 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Lets it go with the 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. Cantor's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the paint. Here's Anthony. Pass to Cantor. The 3 from McCollum. Second chance shot. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Derek Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And Holiday kicks to Giannis. Just 4 to shoot. 14 feet away. It's not going to go for him. Gets it off. That shot off. So that'll be it for the first half. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They ended the period holding on to a slip. And that's going to do it.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been a clinic so far from Enes Kanter.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got to do a better job boxing out.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. Lillard outside. Inside. Lopez with the steal. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
High post Lopez working on Nurkic. Now here is Holiday, covered by Lillard.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Loads it up for Giannis. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. Greg, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There is no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
McCollum against DiVincenzo. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Portland leading. Lillard outside. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And the dunk by Covington.
If the keys to your offense are in Lillard's hands, you're going to be in pretty good shape. Check out how well he runs the pick and roll there. That's just a perfect way to play.
Takes it down to Middleton. Six on the shot clock. From the left block. That shot no good. Now Portland takes it the other way. Lillard with no one around. They grab their own miss.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
Lopez finds Antetokounmpo, and the shot goes down. Giannis has got 8 points.
And Giannis is a beast, the Greek freak, a dominant player on the offensive end.
Lillard outside. Stolen by Holiday. Passes it to Lopez. Here's Middleton. Up again. And Antetokounmpo on the follow. Antetokounmpo's got 6 in the quarter.
You know, Antetokounmpo, for all of his skills and talent, he's a worker. This guy likes to grind and takes a lot of pride in outworking people on the boards.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday. So Portland ends up going with the new group. .104 left to play here in the third. Here's Anthony. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Now here's Teague, guarded closely. Connaughton passes to Forbes. 6 to shoot. Shot on the wing. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 6th rebound on the night. Powell, no one around him. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Now it's a 7-point Trailblazer lead.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Here's Forbes. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. 5 points in the game.
Right back at you, Forbes, with that stroke of his. Never backs away from pulling the trigger at the other end.
Here's Simons. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. It's Powell on the wing. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Trail. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. They've got Jones. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Simons in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Holiday dishes to Middleton from outside the arc. And Kanter pulls it down.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Powell, he's checked in for Lillard. Milwaukee also making some changes. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Antetokounmpo comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Teague for Drew Holiday. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. He told them, you can do a lot of great things out there and still lose if you don't take care of the boards. I want to see more effort, gang rebounding, everyone involved. That was his only focus. Kevin?
Thanks, David. And Kanter able to finish. Kanter's got the lead up to 8 now for Portland.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
Antetokounmpo inside. Anthony on him. That one falls.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Here's Simons. Out to Anthony. Shoots the 3. Nailed from three-point land. And the Trailblazers lead by 9.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Back to Teague. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Out to the wing. Shoots it up. Portis can't get it to go.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
And he commits the intentional foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Antetokounmpo. Drew Holiday's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Jeff Teague. Holiday gets the bucket.
An intense competitor. It's clear that Holiday enjoys going hard at the defense and finishing on them.
Lillard scanning the floor. Rebounded by the Bucks. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Enes Kanter's checked in for the Trailblazers. Bucks trail by 7. Outside, Antetokounmpo lays it up off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
And finished off by Nurkic.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
Outside Holiday. Lopez kicks to Middleton. Back to Lopez. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. Trailblazers leading by 7. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Lillard attacking, and the pass to Canner. Here's Hollis Jefferson. The Trailblazers with the new shot clock.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Nurkic with the steal. Lobs it up for Cantor. McCollum finds Canner. Now McCollum. Pass to Nurkic to the middle. Here's Cantor. And he can extend the lead to double digits. Giannis against McCollum. And Giannis throws it down.
And it's easy to see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight. He can flat out dominate games at times.
Lillard against DiVincenzo. It's McCollum on the wing. Lopez with the steal.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but a...
And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. They'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And so it's Portland winning this one. They didn't make it easy on themselves.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on Payday.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Here we go. We've got Irving. Griffin is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Andre Hollis Jefferson out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Harden, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight, Chris. What an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Oh, Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. It will be a fun matchup to watch.
Here's Jordan. Shot's good. Griffin making the play.
Amazing awareness. He's committed to keeping his eyes up and teammates involved. That's the type of player Griffin is.
Lillard attacking, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's good. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The Nets shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Well, look, I love how Harden does a little bit of everything. Aggressive scorer, solid rebounder, superb passer. And he's also improving on the defensive end.
Now here's Lillard. Hollis Jefferson kicks to Nurkic. A baseline J. Portland no good that time either. Irving with it. Now defended by McCollum. The shot's good from Irving.
Irving has some of the best handles in the game. I mean, he has the rock on the string, so how can you contain him when he has handles like that?
McCollum outside. That's tipped. Stolen by Harden. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
Now, here is Irving. Here's Harden. Nurkic with the block.
Oh, this is the impact Nurkic makes on the defensive end, effective at reaching out and stifling shooters. Not how you want to start the game. 4 straight misses. I'd like to see some better ball movement from them.
The shot by Jordan, no good. For Portland, they've gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Here's McCollum. Blake Griffin pulls it in.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
And Blake Griffin, the combination of power and agility, that guy is a handful inside.
Yeah, Jay, he can finish with either hand. He favors that right block, and he's got an array of moves down there to keep you guessing.
Here's McCollum. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. And McCollum is good for 3.
Well, and sometimes you just got to assume every 3 McCollum is going to take is going to go in.
Harden with it. Hollis Jefferson's there. Nurkic with the block. Jordan the pass to Harden. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Lillard with it. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Clock at 2. Nurkic trying to get open. Hollis Jefferson can't hit. Brooklyn leading by 5. Irving passes to Griffin. Harden trying to get open. Griffin's shot is off.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Hollis Jefferson. And it's Simons in for C.J. McCollum. Here's Durant. And KD throws it down.
I mean, this guy is almost 7 feet. Durant runs the floor beautifully, knowing where to be at all times in transition.
Lillard scanning the floor. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The Trailblazers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. First one falls for him.
And what I love about Lillard now, I mean, the excellence. He's so consistent. That's how you do it. You come out, you bust your butt, and you compete at a high level every night.
Luwawu Cabarrot, he's checked in for the Nets. Tyler Johnson comes in for Irving. Now here's Johnson. Griffin trying to get open. Over Lillard. Griffin kicks to Johnson. 4 on the clock. And stolen by Lillard. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Anthony can't hit.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
Poked away. Here's Lillard. Johnson with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Here's Simons. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that does it for the first quarter. Nets out in front, up 5. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits.
I think it comes from the.
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Anthony is out there with Jones. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the point. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Powell's checked in. Pass to Anthony.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. Looked good as a third scoring option for the team.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here's Simons, still looking for his first bucket in this one. He feeds it to Kanter. Passes it to Simons. Can't tie it up as that one misses.
And with Melo not having to bear so much of the scoring load, I think was good for him.
Yeah, especially since he took about a year off from playing. Melo had to take a long look in the mirror about how he can help teams win during his absence. But he clearly has something left to offer.
Kanter, the pass to Carmelo. Here's Simons for the 3. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open three like that.
And that is a shot that Green knocks down consistently. The defense has to try harder to contest him from there.
Here's Simons after Jeff Green's bucket. Simons surveying the D. Portland again missing.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's KD. And Jones sends it back. And he's able to get it back. Harden against Powell. An easy 2 points on the layup. Harden's got the lead up to 7 now for Brooklyn.
Quick and strong and determined. Harden has it all when it comes to scoring in the paint.
Simons, the pass to Powell. And here's Kanter. It's hauled in by Claxton. Nets leading by 7. And then Durant with the jam.
Getting to the rim and dunking it down. That's the aggressive side.
The pass to Simons. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid. And now he's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Now, here's Lillard. 3 on the clock. To halt the run, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Lillard's got 6.
Lillard is a highly skilled scorer. He feels comfortable pulling the trigger from anywhere.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Brown finds Irving. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Nurkic. A 3 from McCollum. But they'll get another chance. No good off the back of the rim.
And they continue to control the glass.
Irving drives in, and it's good for 2. And it's 6 points for Kyrie Irving.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Lillard against Irving. Here's McCollum. The rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Griffin. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And now an 11-point Nets lead.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Yeah, because it's so hard to prevent transition scores. Whenever you get an opportunity to get out and run.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. Brooklyn came out looking very confident. They had the upper hand early. Defense. And that should...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Kyrie Irving is out there with Landry Shamet. Then there's Harris. Then there's Griffin. And it's Jordan in at the 5. Irving from long range. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Irving's got 9.
See right there, Kyrie showing you the range. Usually hovers around 40% from 3. Must be accounted for at all times.
Irving against Lillard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
This is his third trip to the free throw line in the game. He's perfect from the line this time.
Oh, he's never rattled at the stripe. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Shamet on the wing. Right side, Griffin. Five to shoot. Jordan inside. He's guarded by Nurkic. He can't get it to go. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Lillard against Irving. Here's Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Nurkic in the post. He's against Jordan. Shot from the low block.
And he's just so mobile for his size. That's a big part of the value Jordan has at the defensive end. When he's on you, he's too hard to shake, and he had an impact on that shot for sure.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. Durant's checked in for Landry Shamet. And it's James Harden in for Kyrie Irving. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Count that one.
They needed that. I mean, they were getting a little tense after starting the half 0 for 3.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. And the jam by Harden.
One of the best finishers inside, period. I mean, there's nowhere on the floor Harden can't score from.
Simons, the pass to Anthony. Lets the three fly. That one doesn't drop. So Brooklyn will take it the other way.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Here's Simons, guarded by Harden. Cantor kicks to Powell. Pass to Simons. Anthony left side. Brooklyn with the rebound. Claxton's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And every step of Durant on the drive covers so much ground. You know he's looking to finish that play with the dunk.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Hey, yo, right here.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. And the Nets another 3.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Oh, just a dream scenario for them so far. Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
It's picked off. We've got 33 seconds left here in the third quarter. Pass to Claxton. Kicks it out to Harden. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go from the wing. And Cantor pulls it down.
He makes a lot more of those than he misses. Not sure what threw him off right there.
The shot by Powell, no good. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's the Nets just dominating this one. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Hollis Jefferson in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
I mean, look, he's evolved as a passer over the course of his career. Get to the right spot, McCollum will find you.
Now here's Johnson. Greg, if you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Griffin comes in for Kevin Durant. And Irving subbed in for Johnson. Jordan can't get it to go.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
That one goes. Count it. Hollis Jefferson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
Passes it to Luau. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. Here's Luau. He's guarded by McCollum. No good from Luau. Trailblazers trail by 18. There's Hollis Jefferson with the putback. The rebound by Luau. Irving looking for an opening. The pass to Green. 6 on the shot clock. Rob. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
But look at how quickly Lillard leaps out of transition. He wants to run down the throat of the D, burn him in the open floor.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Irving. Here's Jordan. The kick out to Irving. To stop the drought. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And it's McCollum in the corner. Pass to Nurkic. Now here's Hollis Jefferson. Lillard from outside. Good on the triple.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
And the longer the run goes on, the more momentum will swing their way.
Irving kicks to Jordan. The kick out to Irving. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
And that would have been a big 3 if he drained it, answering back for the triple at the other end.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Harris is checked in for Green. And it's James Harden in for Luwawu Cabarrot.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Back to Griffin. Nets passing it around. 6 to shoot. Harris dishes to Irving. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. A different look now for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Robert Covington. And Norman Powell subbed in for Hollis Jefferson.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Nets.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for James Harden.
Oh, he was the alpha dog out there tonight. Totally in charge of this game. No matter what the situation was, he was the one to dictate the action.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Yeah, sure. I mean, when you take care of the backboard, you can limit teams to one shot.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. Rebound by the Trailblazers. And here's McCollum for three. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Continues to try his luck from way outside. McCollum knows he has the range to knock these down.
Here's Irving. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing the
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus.
Hey, Kevin. Well,
it does indeed. Thanks, David. Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. And for Brooklyn, Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Griffin. Then there's Harris. And it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Harden. On the wing, Irving. Clock at 6. The shot off that time. Now the Bucks take it the other way.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of, and then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
Greg, we've got 2 terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside, bro. We're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Here is Harden after Drew Holiday's score. They get it back. The shot comes out. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Lopez passes to Middleton. On the wing, DiVincenzo. And to Kumbo inside. Guarded by Jordan. Here's DiVincenzo. And the shot no good, a bit short. The Nets have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Irving with a clean look. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And now the fast break, Middleton with the ball. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Antetokounmpo against Griffin. Antetokounmpo kicks to DiVincenzo. Back to Giannis. Outside Holiday. Shot clock at 5. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Harris outside. From downtown. Drops in the tray.
They needed that. Just 1 for 5 to start this ball game.
Bucks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Giannis outside. Middleton for 3. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. The Nets have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Tries from 7. And they pick up 2.
You're simply going to have to do more than that on the defensive end. Lopez too big for the defense there.
Now here's Harden. 1:49 left in the first quarter. Jordan finds Irving. No good with the triple. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Bucks. The 3 for DiVincenzo. Rebounded by the Nets. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Jordan.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Now here's Giannis. Lopez passes to DiVincenzo. Tries it from 9. And the nice bucket inside from Lopez. Lopez has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Brook Lopez never stopped working, especially inside where he has been a force.
Here's Harden. And it's sent back by Lopez. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Harris against Middleton. Stolen by Harden. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. Jordan kicks to Griffin. That 3 off the mark. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Jordan. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. KD's checked in for Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for Kyrie Irving. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. PJ Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Brown. Great positioning on the putback. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Nets lead by 1. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And earlier we checked in with Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had this to say about
I think the most important lesson that I got.
All part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
They've got Griffin. Green is out there with Durant, and it's Tyler Johnson, and it's Luwawu in at the shooting guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Stolen by Tucker. One-on-one fast break. From the wing. Yep, that one goes in there. Forbes has got the lead up to 3 now for Milwaukee.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Johnson dishes to Durant. The tray. Rebound, Milwaukee. Here is Forbes. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Johnson outside. He feeds it to Griffin. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks leading by 5.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Brooklyn making some changes. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Griffin. Brown comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Tyler Johnson. Drew Holiday, he's checked in for the Bucks. Tries again. And no good that time. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Here's Forbes. Here's Portis. The kick out to Holiday. Portis in the post. Brown's there. Portis can't get it to go. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
And the Bucks with some changes. Antetokounmpo comes in for Bobby Portis, and it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. Holiday finds Tucker. Holiday against Irving. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. A nice shot by Tucker.
Oh, that's just superb coordination and balance right there. Tucker's hard to move once he gets the ball inside.
Holiday against Irving for 3. No good on the shot. And Milwaukee the other way now. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. The Bucks shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
And so he hits both. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Another shot. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Harden.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
And here's Holiday. Can't cash in from the high post.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
And it's Brown missing.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Shot's good by Middleton.
Well, that leadership from Lopez, wanting to get his guys involved with his passing ability.
Harden the pass to Brown. And Harris wide open. He shoots. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Harris has got 6 points.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
The wide open look here for Lopez, and that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got his 5th rebound in this one. Brown finds Harris. Nets passing it around. On the wing, Harden. 6 on the shot clock. Lopez with the block.
Oh, the long arms of Brook Lopez effortlessly sends that back.
Middleton can't get it to go. He hits Brown with the drive, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. Some good action during the period as it was just... And...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Joe Harris with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Well, perhaps the most impressive thing has been his incredible consistency. This guy is a great player who always brings a ton of energy. What a great half.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the center. Griffin laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Griffin's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Brooklyn.
It was all about his athleticism when Griffin first came into the league, but it didn't take long to see he was about a lot more than that. He's got serious skills down low.
Back to DiVincenzo. And the three off target.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Gets a hand on it and staying with the play, Harris. Harris has got 8 points.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Trying to get open is Lopez. And that one's good by Giannis. Giannis has got his second basket of the game.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Back to Harden. The shot's good.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Lopez. Giannis dishes to Middleton. They get the rebound, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in. And the Bucks lead by 1.
Well, it's just solid awareness by Brook Lopez, working hard to get his team a second opportunity.
Harden against Holiday. Harden the pass to Jordan. Out to Harris. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And a new group in for the Nets. KD's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Joe Harris. Luwawu is checked in for Irving. And it's Tyler Johnson in for James Harden. Here's Forbes. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. He's got 6.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Knocked loose. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
The Nets making a switch here. Claxton's checked in. Nets trail by 3. Durant kicks to Luwawu Cabarro. And there's the pass to Claxton. And the layup falls. Claxton's got his first basket.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Here's Forbes. And he overshot that one, missing. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Again, the Nets for 2.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
1:04 left in the third. Forbes dishes to Tucker. Here is Forbes. He's guarded by Johnson. The shot, no good. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's his first foul. Milwaukee making a switch here. Middleton's checked in. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now it's a 3-point Nets lead.
Well, the defense has been lackluster out of the locker room, and that is why they are finding themselves in a tough spot.
Looking to get back on track here. The shot's good from Forbes. Forbes has got 8. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Johnson, the pass to Durant. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
How about the ability to slice through the defense, muscle through the shot? KD, go ahead, sir.
Bucks trail by 3. And Forbes kicks to Connaughton. Back to Forbes. Fires for 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Nets lead by 3. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Harris is out there with Durant. Then there's Irving. Then there's Brown. And it's Green in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Irving for 3. The rebound by the Bucks.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Green. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Holiday with it. He's picked up by KD. Antetokounmpo passes to Nwora. And the foul on Joe Harris. That is his first foul of the game. And we've played through about a minute here in the 4th. Pass to Nwora. Shot clock at 6. DiVincenzo passes to Nwora. Cans it from downtown. Nwora's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Irving surveying the floor. Buries it down low. Irving's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Antetokounmpo kicks to DiVincenzo. Shot from the wing. And it's Durant with the rebound. The Nets shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Here's Irving. Taps in, coming off the assist from KD.
And after what was just a horrendous shooting performance in that first half, they're finally starting to find their rhythm here in the second.
The drive by Giannis. He kicks it to Lopez. Great touch on the 16-footer.
You simply have to remember that Brook Lopez can stroke the jumper. This guy on catch and shoot is terrific.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Some changes for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Blake Griffin comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's James Harden in for Brown. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. Chris Middleton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo.
Well, Kyrie Irving has such a good sense of when his teammates are going to create an opportunity, and he puts the pass on time and on target.
Lopez finds Holiday. The Bucks working the ball around. Middleton the pass to Connaughton. Off target with his three.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Harden against Holiday. Passes it to Connaughton. Launches it. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Irving. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Irving's got the lead up to 4 now for the Nets.
Huge bucket from Kyrie. Knows how to deliver.
Holiday against Harden. Here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Lopez. Middleton outside. 6 to shoot. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Nets leading by 4. Harris outside. The pass to Harden. Now, here is Irving. Back to Harden. From deep. The rebound by Middleton. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Milwaukee Bucks. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Harden outside. Not going to go that time. And Milwaukee the other way now. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Green, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. DiVincenzo's checked in. Here's Antetokounmpo over Harden. No good. The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, onto the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, DeAndre Jordan.
And he tried to get physical with him down low tonight, and it really backfired. Instead, he's just throwing them up. He was aggressive, inviting the contact, and really just taking it straight to him. You can't have any more pressure on you than he had at the line right there. Shows you what he's made up as he's able to tie it up.
It falls!
Kevin Durant absolutely fearless. If the game's in the balance, he will demand the basketball.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're down by 2. Just 4 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
I
I don't think they should be greedy here and think about a triple. With this much time left, I'd attack the basket, get a high percentage shot in tight, and take my chances in overtime.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. What a show they put on here at home tonight. Up next, welcome everyone to the NBA on short rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Nurkic in at the 5, home in the paint. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the center position. One-on-one fast break. And a wide-open look for McCollum. The good-looking shot from the wing. McCollum's got his team on the board to start the game for the Trailblazers.
And you look at Robert Covington, first-team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
Middleton looking it over. Clock at 4. Off target with the open look.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
It's Solenbad to Tacumbo. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it, the fast break chance. He kicks to Middleton. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. DiVincenzo against McCollum. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. And Covington may be not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player, can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
Now here's McCollum. Hollis-Jefferson passes to McCollum. Kicks it to Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
What strength from Lillard. Just not allowing the defense to have the last word.
Holiday finds Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up.
Better safe than sorry, right?
Now, here's Lillard. From deep three-point range, and Chris Middleton pulls it down. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far.
Well, how about the concentration of Antetokounmpo? I mean, he expects to get hit when he's taking it strong to the rim and still is able to muscle his way through contact.
Portland with the ball, following the bucket by the Bucks. Lillard again missing.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Now here's Middleton. Puts it up from 15. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. A good look from McCollum. Drains the jumper to finish the break. McCollum's got his second bucket of the game to go. The Bucks trail. And here is DiVincenzo. Feeds it to Lopez. Middleton outside. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Hey, offensive rebounding. Positioning is important, but nothing's more important than pursuing the pumpkin. And Antetokounmpo is always in the chase.
Here's McCollum. Lays it up and banks it in. McCollum's got 6 points.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He has 6. The feed to Lopez. Second shot opportunity. And Holiday kicks to Middleton. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Go ahead and get it, youngster. Hollis Jefferson showing off the springs.
McCollum against DiVincenzo. Down low, Antetokounmpo hits that one. Nice pass, leading him to the bucket. 8 points for him.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
29 seconds left to play in the first. Lillard with the bucket.
And we've seen Lillard hit that shot before. He has no fear when it comes to the deep three.
Antetokounmpo passes to DiVincenzo. Kicks it down to Middleton. Fires from 14 with the tip. Great positioning on the putback.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well. Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still. And when asked to compare himself to LeBron James,
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And taking a look at the Trail Blazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Bucks, Bobby Portis out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Teague, and it's Nora in at the 3 spot. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Here's Portis. Portland making their last shot. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Bucks trail by 5. Here's Teague. And the Bucks miss again. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Powell, that's good.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now here's Teague. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And he converts the layup.
Excellent body control that time from Teague to feel the contact, but still be able to keep himself in position to score.
Here's Simons. It's Powell on the wing. Here's Cantor. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Cantor's got the lead up to 7 now for Portland.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Now here's Teague. A rebound by Simons.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
It's stolen. And it's the Bucks on the break. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Nice to see him playing at a high rate of speed there, getting up and down the floor quickly. Early offense for Forbes.
Simons, the pass to Carmelo. To the inside. A nice shot by Simons. Simons has got his first 2 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here's Portis. And it's off from 3-point range. Now Powell, pass to Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And the Bucks with possession here after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Pass to Nora. The 3 ball. Can't hit that one. Now Portland takes it the other way and out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Jones is checked in. Bucks trail by 11. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Portland with the ball. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Trailblazers. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Jones kicks to Powell. Cantor trying to free himself up. No good on the 3.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And Middleton, the bucket on the assist by Antetokounmpo.
Middleton so good under pressure. He's always composed and under control.
Anthony left side. Here's Simons. And so it's Portland in control. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to... The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. The period came to a close with them holding...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. And they've got to do a better job boxing out.
On the court for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Holiday. Portland making their last shot. There's the triple. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Holiday's got his first 3 points of the game.
With deep range and a wide arsenal of moves, Holiday keeps defenders off balance.
McCollum finds Lillard. Back to McCollum. Unloads from 9, and again it's Portland converting.
And with that great handle and high basketball IQ, McCollum remains a lethal pick-and-roll option.
And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career, much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
Count it, good.
I think Middleton is absolutely dynamic and when he's involved in the pick and roll. He's really skilled at his decision-making. He knows when to pass and when to shoot.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 8. Hollis Jefferson can't hit. Bucks trail by 8. Here's DiVincenzo. And McCollum with the block. Hollis Jefferson passes to Covington. It's McCollum on the wing. Hollis Jefferson kicks to Lillard. From deep. The rebound by the Bucks.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
11 feet away. Shot's good by Middleton. Middleton's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, you know, when you shoot the ball as well as Middleton does, you want to be hungry in looking for your shots. I mean, shot hungry is a good thing when you've got the stroke that he has, mid-range and long distance.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 5. Back to Covington. Pass to McCollum. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The Bucks have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. P.J. Tucker comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Chris Middleton. Here's Jones. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And the Trailblazers lead by 8. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Teague comes in for Drew Holiday. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That is his first foul of the game. Portis, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Simons and all around the rim that time before dropping in. Simons has got his second basket. Teague with the ball, and there's the pass to Forbes. Offensive rebound.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
Here's Cantor after the made shot from Bobby Portis. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Clock at 6. Here's Simons, defended by Portis. And Cantor able to finish.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Teague surveying the D. Passes to Portis. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Portis has got 4 this quarter.
Jeff Teague doing exactly what a point guard should do, setting up his guys nicely.
Here's Simons. Teague covering. No good from outside. Bucks trail by 6. Here's Forbes. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Pass to Powell. Shoots over Tucker. Here's Anthony. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And, you know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release, an elite scorer.
Both free throws good from Anthony.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Here's Connaughton. His 3-pointers off the mark. The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Trailblazers. They lead by 5. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then there's Donte DiVincenzo. And it's Connaughton in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Here is Lillard. Now the dish to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Nurkic trying to get open. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by McCollum. McCollum's got his 4th assist in this one. DiVincenzo against Lillard. And that one is stuffed right through.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
DiVincenzo against Lillard. Offensive rebound. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Drew Holiday is checked in for Pat Connaughton. And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. Dishes to Middleton. Fires the 3. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And the dunk by Powell.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
The putback, it's good on the putback.
And the activity of the Greek freak around the bucket, I mean, this guy just does not quit. Relentless. Really knows how to finish with authority after misses come his way. Wow.
Cantor, he feeds it to Anthony. Powell against Middleton, puts it up from 15, and Portland again with the bucket.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Portis is checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And good aggressive basketball on that trip. Drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
Lillard against Holiday. Lillard the pass to Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
You know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man. Puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
And Holiday kicks to Antetokounmpo. 1:52 left to play in the final quarter. Shooting foul, and so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
Holiday finds Portis. The Bucks working the ball around. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, you look at the skill set and size of Middleton, hard for any defense to match up against. Just so creative in how he draws contact and gets himself to the line.
Middleton hits them both. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Lillard. The three. And he's good on the 3-ball. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat.
Pass to Forbes. 3-pointer. Rebound by Nurkic.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Here's Holiday. And Holiday throws it down.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
Now Lillard. McCollum outside. 6 on the shot clock. Holiday against Lillard.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
3-pointer, Lillard can't connect.
You know, one of the things that makes Holiday such a terrific defender.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it.